Welcome in, guys, to where I preview every single NFL team for the upcoming 2024 season. Sorry, 2024 season. We're in the AFC North again with the Baltimore Ravens, and let's talk about them last year. Last year, they had an impressive year. Last year, probably the best year they've had since they won the Super Bowl in 2020. In 2012, when they won the Super Bowl, I think this is the best. That last season was the best season they've had since they went to Super Bowl in 2012 and won the Super Bowl in the 2012 season. Last season they won the AFC North by 13-4, 13 wins, 4 losses, and they reached their first championship, their first AFC championship game since 2012. Obviously, and also I saw a stat. This was their first championship game at home, AFC championship game at home they've had since 1971, since the 71 season. So since 1970. So again, that's pretty wild that they've only had like 2 championship games, AFC championship games at home. And this was again Lamar Jackson. He had a big contract. And he got to his first championship game. But ultimately, it's a fresh season. That doesn't mean shit anymore, because this is, again, it's all about the 2024 season. The departures that they had in, OBJ left, Tyler Huntley left for the Browns, Malik Harris left, linebacker, and Dalvin Cook, running backs. So you had a lot of key things that you really needed to address in this draft and free agency signing. So the big signing that they got for running back to replace Dalvin Cook was Derrick Henry from the Titans. I think he's a good addition. I think he's going to be a great weapon for Lamar Jackson. Chris Board, inside linebacker. You got Josh Jones comes in from Titans. He's joining with Derrick Henry with the Titans, and then Russell Gage, wide receiver. He was part of that 2022 draft with the Bucks. He comes in, and then in the draft, they drafted in Nate Wiggs from Clemson, cornerback. Roger Rhineston, offensive tackle. So again, they're addressing the defensive side of the ball, addressing the offensive side of the ball with Roger Rhineston, offensive tackle, and Isaac, offensive linebacker. And then Devontez Walker, wide receiver. This is the guy I'm really impressed with at the offensive side of the ball things. Devontez Walker from North Carolina. He had a year in Carolina, but he looks impressive. I really am interested to see how his pairing is going to be with Lamar Jackson this season. So that's an interesting thing going on. And then they drafted another quarterback. They drafted in a quarterback, Devin Leary, quarterback, 24. I don't think he's going to play much, but again, we know Lamar's history of injuries the last couple of years. So he could be one of those that is going to come in for a couple of games. But again, he's 24. I don't think he's going to really start many NFL games, but he's there if Lamar, knock on wood, if he gets injured. But knock on wood that he doesn't. But if he does get injured, then you've got somebody there that could do a decent job at quarterback. But you look at the Ravens, and you look at this roster, John Harbaugh. He's got to get into a Super Bowl this year. Again, they were so close last year. They lost to the Chiefs. They lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. But if you look at Lamar Jackson, he's got that big contract. He's got to appear at a Super Bowl. You can only play somebody that much money, and he doesn't get over the hump and get to a Super Bowl at least. Again, you've got yourself a franchise quarterback in Lamar Jackson. You've got yourself a Derrick Henry. You've got yourself some great weapons on the offensive side of the ball. Defense has been addressed as well. Like you've got, Kyle Hamilton that came in a couple of years ago. You've also got Nate Wiggs that has come in. So you've got some great additions on the defense and offensive side of the ball, but you need to put it all together and win the championship. It's okay winning the AFC North and going to a championship game, but you need to actually appear at a Super Bowl. It's put up for sure for Lamar Jackson. If he's gonna truly be the guy for the Ravens, he's got to get them to a Super Bowl. He's got to win them a championship, and it has to be this year. You've got to appear in a Super Bowl this year. In my opinion, you've got to get to a Super Bowl, at least appear in a Super Bowl. Now, winning it, you could win it, you could whatever, but you've got to at least appear in a Super Bowl if you want to be an elite. If you want to be up there with Patrick Mahomes and Brady and Rodgers, you've got to be up there. You've got to fucking appear in a Super Bowl. That's the thing about it. But with this team, again, I think that they're going to be there or thereabouts in the playoffs this year. They're going to be championship. I'm going to say like the championship game, in my opinion. They're going to be around the AFC Championship picture. Don't know what's. Again, they should be going for the Super Bowl. That's the name of the game for every team, but especially with the roster they have, they should be at least going to the Super Bowl this year. But yeah, my predictions for the Ravens this year is an AFC Championship appearance again, and possibly a Super Bowl appearance.